Okay, so corresponding magnitude is 20 log of omega for this particular factor. As the factor is in the numerator, sign is positive. These two factors negative, and the formula is minus 20 log of omega t. In this case, omega t is nothing but omega by 2, and that is why we write minus 20 log of omega by 2 minus 20 log of omega by 5. Now here the value of t, this is omega t, so here the value is 1, here the value is half. Okay, omega by 2, so t is equal to 1 by 2, and here the value of t is 1 by 5. Once we have the value of t, at what value of omega the omega t will be equal to 1? That means nothing but reciprocal of t, that is equal to omega. So reciprocal of t is, here it is 1, here it is 2, and here it is 5. So this is nothing but the calculation of corner frequencies. That means at frequency 1, 2 and 5, these factors will start contributing. Okay, and that is why these are known as corner frequencies. So at 1, 2 and 5, two factors start contributing, and these are called as corner frequencies. I think this is clear now, corner frequencies.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the significance, I'm repeating again. Significance is at omega equal to 1, this factor will start contributing. At omega equal to 2, this factor will start contributing, and at omega equal to 5, this factor will start contributing. So from initial value of omega up to 1, there is no factor which is contributing. At 1, this will contribute. 1 to 2, only this one will contribute. 2 to 5, these two together will contribute, and after 5, all three together will contribute. Okay, so this is the significance of corner frequencies. Okay, now let us begin with the example. So once I show the example to you, then it will be much clear exactly what we are doing. So basically, Bode plot is used to comment stability. As we did with Roots criteria, we did with root locus, we are able to comment on the stability. With Bode plot also, we are able to comment on the stability by learning some definitions and some interpretations. After sketching the Bode plot, then we will be discussing about the stability part. First, let us see how to sketch it. Okay, before sketching the Bode plot, we first need to have the tables. Okay, those tables are known as magnitude and phase tables. So let us just start with, okay, this is the example I have taken. GSHS is equal to 40 into S plus 5 upon S plus 2 into S plus 10. First step is to convert it into standard time constant form. Now, if I give you this transfer function and if I ask you what is the value of K, certainly you would say 40, but that is not right answer. First, you need to convert it into time constant form, and then you should see what is the open loop gain. Okay, so to convert it into time constant form, take 5 common from this, 2 common from this, and 10 common from this. Okay, after taking it, then you will cancel these numbers, and then you get 10 into 1 plus S by 5 upon S into 1 plus S by 2 into 1 plus S by 10. Now in this case, value of K is 10. Okay, so even though when we saw the problem, we thought that value of K is 40, it is not. Once we convert it into time constant form, then you will get to know what is the actual value of K. So this is the end of step 1. Second step is just replace S with J omega. So we get this equation. Okay, replace S with J omega. Now till now it is clear. Now next is magnitude table. Now please pay attention here, because all the important concepts that we have learned till now will be applicable and used in this case. Okay, now here you can see the transfer function. The first column, this is the standard format of magnitude table. You need to learn these columns. The columns must be in this format only, this sequence only. Now the factor column lists all the factors that are available in the transfer function, but in sequence. Now by sequence, I mean the sequence of corner frequencies. Okay, so the factor first contributes is K, because there is no frequency. So this factor will contribute for all the frequencies, 0 to infinity. For all the frequencies, this will be contributing. Okay. So you write this factor K first. Then here we have 1 upon j omega, this factor. Okay. So this 1 upon j omega is the pole at origin. Okay. Pole at origin. So this will be the next factor. The next factor would be 1 upon 1 plus j omega by 2, because now the corner frequency is 2. So this is the smallest corner frequency that we have. Okay. So this factor will be written first. Then 1 plus j omega by 5, because corner frequency is 5. And in the end, you will write this factor. Just please be careful while writing these factors, which factors are in the numerator and which factors are in the denominator. You need to write 1 upon 1 plus j omega by 2. And for this 1 plus j omega by 5, because this is in numerator and this is in denominator. People make mistake here. If you make a mistake here, everything will be wrong. Okay. So in short, the factor column should be written in the ascending order of frequencies. Okay. Now the second column. Yeah. Is there any issue?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now the corner frequency column. For this factor K, there is no corner frequency, because this factor K is open loop gain K. It is a real number. There is no imaginary part. There is no omega part. So this is independent of frequency. This factor is independent of frequency. So there is no corner frequency for factor K. Even if factor is 1, this K is equal to 1, corner frequency would be none. Okay. Similarly, this factor 1 upon j omega, this is pole at origin. Okay. So this factor is at origin, and that is why this also doesn't have corner frequency, because this factor starts contributing from origin. Is that okay? Now, next is corner frequency is 2, 5, 10. This we have seen how to calculate. Just by looking at this also, we can come to know what the corner frequencies are. Okay. Now, next important column is slope contribution. Now, just observe that these slopes are calculated per DEC. Now this DEC stands for decade. Okay. Decade is nothing but frequency ratio of 10. We know decade, right? By dictionary, meaning of decade is also known to us. So same significance is used in Bode plot. Frequency ratio 10. That means frequency 1 to 10 would form 1 decade, or frequency 12 to 120 will form 1 decade, or frequency 5 to 50 would form 1 decade. Just frequency 1 and then multiplied by 10, whatever you get, that whole span is known as a decade. Okay. Now similar to decade, we can have octave also. You will find that in your notes what you already have. Right now, no need to refer to that. Octave is the frequency ratio of 2. People think that octave is frequency ratio of 8, but that is not right. Frequency ratio of 2 is called as an octave. Right now, we are interested in what is the slope contribution of these factors per decade. Okay. That means in 1 decade, how much is the slope contribution by this factor? This factor. Slope everyone knows, change in the magnitude, right? So now we will see minus 20 dB, minus 20 dB, plus 20 dB. For this, we need to have see some calculation. First of all, just tell me whether you have understood what is decade or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Answer. Decade is understood, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now this is the slope contribution per decade. Now, if you consider a factor, forget about those factors in the given problem. Okay, we are just seeing in general. So 1 upon j omega, that is pole at origin. The magnitude when the frequency is 1 and magnitude when the frequency is 10 is 1 decade, and what is the change in the magnitude is nothing but slope. So for example, now I am showing this paper to you. You can use your calculators also. You can try it on your own also. Okay. So magnitude for this factor as per the magnitude formula is minus 20 log of omega. Okay. Now just substitute values of omega for a decade. Initial suppose value you consider omega equal to 0.1. So what will be the magnitude? Minus 20 log of 0.1. That is equal to 20. Isn't it? Now, decade, you need to form a decade. So that decade will be formed by multiplying this 0.1 by 10, that is equal to 1. So at omega equal to 1, minus 20 log of 1. Log of 1 is anyway 0. So this magnitude is going to be 0. Okay. This is example with 0.1 and 1. Same goes for another decade, that is 1 to 10. So magnitude for omega equal to 1 is 0. Magnitude for omega equal to 10 is minus 20. Okay. Is anyone calculating, or is this speed is right?
Yes, ma'am. This is right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, it's
So
right.
now, okay. So now see the change in the magnitude per decade. Change in the magnitude is nothing but slope. Okay. Per decade is nothing but frequency ratio of 10. So this is 1 decade. In 1 decade, what is the change? 20 was the magnitude. Now it became 0. So that means change was minus 20. Okay. Similarly, initially for this decade, initially the magnitude was 0. It became minus 20. So 0 to minus 20. So change was minus 20. Even if you consider any other value, 0.5 and 5, 13 and 130, any random value, you are going to get slope as minus 20 dB per decade. Okay. You can try for various values of 1 decade. This is one example. Now another example you can see j omega. This is just reciprocal of the previous one what we have seen, 0. But the magnitude instead of minus, now the magnitude is plus 20 log omega. So omega equal to 0.1, magnitude is minus 20, omega equal to 1, magnitude is 0. This forms 1 decade. Similarly, this will form 1 decade. Purposefully I have taken random values. Omega equal to 5. So what is the magnitude? 13.97 for, approximately 14. And at omega equal to 50, where the decade ends, magnitude is 33.97, that is 34. So here the magnitude changed from minus 20 to 0. And here the magnitude changed from 14 to 34. So change is plus 20. Okay. So now the slope per decade is plus 20 dB per decade. Okay. Now, 2 more examples we will see. Just a minute. Okay. So now the factor is, another factor we have considered. Factor is 1 upon 1 plus j omega by 2. Magnitude would be minus, as this is in the denominator, minus 20 log of omega by 2. Okay. Now consider a decade equal to 0.1, magnitude is 26, omega equal to 1, magnitude is 6. Now 2 and 20, magnitudes are 0 and minus 20. Now the change in the magnitude is minus 20. Okay. So slope is minus 20 per dB per decade. If you consider a factor in numerator, that is 1 plus j omega by 4 plus 20 log omega by 4. Now if you consider the decades, you will find it changed to be plus 20 dB per decade. Okay, I'll share these sheets with you. You can check out later on also. So the conclusion is, if the factor is in the numerator, the slope contribution per decade, please do not forget that per decade, because our reference is what is the magnitude change in 1 decade. And that is why slope contribution per decade for a factor in numerator is plus 20 dB per decade, and for factor in denominator minus 20 dB per decade. Okay. Now let us go back to our original problem. Okay, so now see this, the third column, slope contribution per decade. In this case, for first one, again, there is no frequency. This factor will contribute throughout the Bode plot, throughout the magnitude plot. Phase contribution by K is 0. So this will not contribute in phase, but it will contribute in magnitude of the transfer function. Okay. So slope contribution is none. 1 by j omega, just now we have seen this factor is in the denominator. So slope contributed is minus 20 dB per decade. This also is in denominator, minus 20 dB per decade. This is in numerator, plus 20 dB per decade. Denominator, minus 20 dB per decade. Now the next column is nothing but net slope. So net slope is initially slope, I mean, this is not contributing to this. So from origin, slope contributed is minus 20 dB per decade, as you have reference here. Okay. Now at 2, happens at 2, this factor starts contributing. Once another factor starts contributing, the slope will change. And by how much it will change? Minus 20. Already slope was minus 20, plus it will change by minus 20. So minus 20, minus 20, net slope would be minus 40. Okay. Next, up to next corner frequency, the slope would be minus 40 dB per decade. At 5, what happens? Another corner frequency. So this factor starts contributing. It will contribute plus 20 dB per decade. Initially, now it was minus 40, plus 20, it will add, it will again become minus 20, minus 40 plus 20. So minus 40. This will continue till next corner frequency. This will start contributing minus 20. So minus 20, minus 20, again minus 40. Okay. And last is frequency range. This doesn't have a frequency range. It is for all the frequencies. 1 by j omega. This factor, effect of this factor is from what? Origin to first corner frequency, right? Only this factor we are talking about. So initial to 2, frequency range is initial to 2. So from initial to 2, the slope of the magnitude plot is minus 20 dB per decade. This will continue up to what? 2. After that, this slope will be from 2 to next corner frequency, that is 5. Then from 5 to 10, and then 10 onwards. So last 2 columns of this magnitude are used for actually sketching the magnitude plot. Okay. Now, please turn on your audios and let me know which part is unclear or everything is clear.
Understood, ma'am.
Sorry?
Everything is clear, ma'am.
Everything is clear.
Okay. So net slope and slope contribution and frequency range, everything is clear? Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we'll move on to the phase equation part. This phase equation part is, we can write the phase equation for the transfer function, including all the factors. Now here for that, we need to have this transfer function again. So in magnitude, what we did, we separated out all the factors and then found out what is its slope contribution in order to sketch the magnitude plot. Similarly, for phase plot, you need to separately consider each factor and then see its phase contribution. How much this 10 is contributing in phase, how much this 1 plus j omega by 5 is contributing, how much 1 upon j omega is contributing, and so on, right? So we have seen in the last session, we have seen phase contributions by individual factors. So what is phase contribution by open loop gain? K, 0, because imaginary part is not there, right? So phase contribution is 0. So this factor will not contribute in phase. Then 1 upon j omega contributes minus 90 degrees. You can go back to the formula and minus 90 degrees. So pole at origin will contribute minus 90 degrees. If it would have been 0 at origin, it would have been plus 90 degrees. Okay. And then here we can see this factor will contribute plus tan inverse of omega by 5. because this factor is in the numerator. Now for these two factors, both are negative, minus tan inverse of omega by 2 minus tan inverse of omega by 10. So by adding all of that, you can write the phase equation as minus 90 minus tan inverse of omega by 2 plus tan inverse of omega by 5 minus tan inverse of omega by 2. Here you need to take care of the signs because people might make mistake in that. Okay. Now phase table is nothing but for various values of omega, what should be corresponding 5. So suppose value of 5 is 0.1, then 0.2, 0.5. These are in general, conventionally, these values are taken for calculation of phase equation. Okay. Now, in your calculators, there is a note written here. In your calculators, you have the feature to add the whole equation at a time and then just keep on changing the value of omega. Okay. So feed phase equation in calculator directly and then just for various values of omega, what is value of phi, you can write it down. I have not written the complete table. Okay. Because then once the table is ready, you just need to plot it against various values of omega. Now, one more point I would like to mention here. In this phase equation, you can write the equation in any sequence, like whichever factor comes first, that should be only first. That you can, hello, you can use any factor initially and then you sequence. Can you please please stop the audio, all of you. Okay. Now the problem is here. If suppose I write this factor below 1 plus j omega by 5, it will be considered that this factor is contributing after this factor, and so net slope would be wrong. That is why it should be written in ascending order of corner frequencies, because for the calculation of net slope, we need to know exactly at which point which factor starts contributing, and that has to be in sequence of corner frequencies. Okay. So once magnitude table and phase table is clear, then you will be able to sketch the magnitude plot and phase plot on semi-log paper. Okay. Now please turn on your audios. Yeah. Have you understood the magnitude table?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the slope contribution, I mean, how to calculate slope, that also should be understood. Even if you remember that for negative, for factors in denominator, the slope contribution is minus 20. And for factors in numerator, slope contribution is plus 20. That should be sufficient, but you should know the behind it also. So I'll share these files which I had opened, solved on my own. And now we have come to the last part, that actually sketching the Bode plot, and then of gain margin, phase margin, omega GC and omega PC, that we will be able to do probably tomorrow. Tomorrow one session we will have, because I do not have semi-log paper with me right now, and I don't think any one of you will have that. But to have a textbook, probably they might have printed it in the textbook in the soft, get an idea, and I'll try to draw it on my own. I mean, just to give you an idea how the semi-log paper looks like and then how to plot it. Okay? But there is a limitation. Let me tell you, there is a limitation. I can't show each and everything unless I have semi-log paper with me. So just go through the books, those who have the books. If you do not have the book, please ask your friends to send a snap of that particular problem which is solved in your book. Just revise and try to solve on your own, and then tomorrow we will again sit and discuss what the definitions of gain margin, phase margin, gain crossover and phase crossover. Your today's task would be to go through all the sheets that I have circulated, solve one or two problems up to writing or completing magnitude table and phase table. Is that clear? Phase table calculate
Okay, ma'am.
be accurate,
Yes, ma'am.
because people make mistake
ma'am.
in calculation of phase. Just try to feed the equation in your calculator, and then that should be fine. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Corner
Yes, ma'am.
frequency concept is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, if you are solving problem or just going through problems today, and then if you have any difficulty, please just send a message to me, WhatsApp message to me. I would, if you would like to address the difficulty in the forum tomorrow, we will discuss it there, or otherwise I'll clarify the doubts individually also. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's
Yes,
what today.
ma'am.
Just a minute. I had planned the session on Nyquist plot tomorrow, but I think we should, because unless you get conversant with all of the concepts in Bode plot, we shouldn't go for Nyquist plot. And in 2 days, 2 different topics would be for you. So tomorrow we are not going to have Nyquist plot session. Tomorrow we will have Bode plot session at what is the convenient time? 1:30.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so
Okay,
at
ma'am.
1:30 we will have last session of Bode plot. Please be ready with your doubts if you have any. If there is any problem in the textbook that they have solved and you have not understood, just send a snapshot to me on my WhatsApp. I will clarify the doubt. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay, and I'm sharing, Shivam, I'm sharing all these papers which I have, which are handwritten. I'll share it. Please share it with your class.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you all. You can leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.